If you want to be an ISO god in NBA 2K22 next and current gen, then you're in the right place. But first, if you're tired of grinding badges in NBA 2K22 next or current gen, then be sure to hit up my boys over at Hero Grinders, top links in the description. Also, do me a really quick favor, scroll down, press that big red subscribe button, and like the video. Before we hop into the tutorial, of course, here are my STIGs as of right now. The only thing I really changed so far from the last video is now I'm using the Kobe size of escape package. I don't know if my STIGs will change in the future, but they probably will, especially since we're gonna be getting more content as the year progresses. Also, I recommend checking out my beginner's dribbling tutorial because I do use those moves a lot too. So starting things off with the very first move of today's video, you 100% need to learn this basic one spin, or kind of like a STEEZO roll. This move is very simple. All you need to do is pretty much be running forward and then rotate your right stick from the side to the top. If the ball is in your left hand, rotate your right stick from the right to the top, and then vice versa. So the full thing would be, if the ball's in my left hand, I would hold turbo, run straight, and then I would rotate my right stick from the right to the top. Next, for another super glitchy move to start combos off, it's going to be the backwards half spin. This move is essentially the same thing as the basic spin, but the complete opposite. You first need to be running backwards, and then you're going to want to go ahead and rotate your right stick from the side to the top. This time, however, if the ball is in my left hand, I'll rotate my right stick from the left to the top and vice versa. So if the ball is in my left hand and I'm running backwards with turbo, I would pretty much just rotate my right stick from the left to the top. For the third move of today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the connectors, such as the sliding behind the back. These moves are super important to be able to dribble and connect dribble moves together. I usually do a connector out of the half spin or the basic spin. The connectors are very simple. All you need to do is, while running with turbo, hold your left stick to the opposite direction but a little bit backwards. So if you're running to, let's say, 11 o'clock and the ball's in my left hand, then I'll just simply hold my left stick to around 6 o'clock to do the sliding behind the back. Next, for a move that I would recommend doing after you've done the connector is going to be the nutmeg. So for this move, it is very simple. All you need to be doing is, while running straight or even sideways, flick your right stick diagonally down to your off-ball hand, but then immediately flick your right stick diagonally up towards your off-ball hand. So if the ball's in my left hand, I would run with turbo, then flick my right stick to around 4 o'clock, and then immediately flick my right stick to around 2 o'clock. Also, if you did watch my beginner's dribbling tutorial, I taught you guys how to do the moving behind the back, which is yet another great dribble move to do after the connectors. Additionally, another great move is going to be the double crossover. This move is very simple. All you need to do is, while running straight, hold turbo, flick your right stick diagonally up towards your off-ball hand, and then immediately flick your right stick again diagonally up towards your off-ball hand. But since you did just cross the ball over, it'd be to the opposite side. So if the ball's in my left hand, I'd flick my right stick to around 2 o'clock and then immediately flick my right stick to around 10 o'clock. I would recommend doing this move after you've gone sideways with the nutmeg, since it kind of sucks you into the paint and will give you a lot of easy twos. Next, moving on to a great move to finish off combos, and that is going to be the step back. This move is very, very simple. All you have to do is, while standing still, just hold turbo and flick your right stick straight down. Also, you can get this really glitchy animation if you do it out of the basic one spin, which I highly recommend you guys try out. Next, for another kind of basic-ish move, but that is also very effective, is going to be the crossover escape or the crab dribble move. I think I actually covered this move in my previous dribbling tutorial. All you have to do is pretty much just hold turbo and then flick your right stick diagonally up towards your off-ball hand. So if the ball is in my left hand, I would just hold turbo and flick my right stick to around 2 o'clock. This move is great to speed boost out of. However, what makes it so good is the fact that you can crab people, which is pretty much where you do the drill move. So you get in front of your opponent so they end up behind you and you can get an open shot. If you can put these moves together and even add in your own little spin, you'll become a dribble god in NBA 2K22 next or current gen. The combos you see on the screen may seem kind of complicated, but if you break them down into these drill moves, then I can guarantee you'll realize it's not that hard. Even the clips at the beginning, I can guarantee you that 90% of those moves I've covered in this tutorial or in the beginner's dribbling tutorial. With that being said, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for the video. If you found the video helpful or enjoyed it, please scroll down, drop me a like, and also subscribe to the channel so you can notify next time I'm dropping some more gems on y'all. Stay tuned for more dribbling content or just more 2K content in the future. Go follow my Twitter and I'm out. Peace.